Hey Halifax, it's Andy Fillmore, and I'm here at beautiful Volta Labs in downtown Halifax with Gina Patterson, who's the director of the Atlantic Internship Program at Venture for Canada. We also have two folks. One is a current intern. This is Kevin Vigneault with Cashflow, and one is a past intern and now a full-time employee, Danielle Lapierre with Trip Ninja. So thanks all of you for taking a minute to talk about jobs and your jobs and employment in Halifax and Canada. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us here.
We thank you. We want to highlight some of the actions that the federal government has taken to help create jobs, and I guess like a starting point would be to say that since November 2015, Canadians have created over 1 million jobs. And about 80 or more than 80% of those are good full-time jobs. That is combined with what is the lowest unemployment rate in a generation or two. So something's happening in Canada right now. The economy is great and jobs are being created. But Gina, one of the ways that we create jobs is through your work at Venture for Canada and that internship program. Now, recently, the federal government has funded Venture for Canada with $4.5 million over 3 years. Maybe you could talk a little bit about the internship program and how that funding is helping to create jobs here in Halifax.
Yeah, because of the federal investment in jobs for young Canadians, we have created 230 brand new jobs for students in Atlantic Canada since September. And the thing that's really important about that is that students get a connection to small business that otherwise they probably wouldn't be able to have. So the businesses are able to develop their talent pipeline. Students are able to get the experience they need and the networks that they need to get jobs and stay here and get really good jobs. So these are startups and small businesses. 170 of those jobs are right here in Halifax, but 30% are in the rural areas of Atlantic Canada. We're hoping to grow that number.
Fantastic.
We're also proud that 50% of the jobs are women from science, tech, engineering, math, and business backgrounds. And so this early investment in young jobs for young Canadians really helps build this connection to the innovation districts around Atlantic Canada and will help ultimately grow our economy. We really love it when a company can actually hire on the intern permanently, and Danielle's a great example of that. Although that's not necessarily the only positive outcome, it's also incredible for young Canadians to be able to test out different work environments and gain those skills that are going to help them succeed throughout their careers.
Fantastic. That's a good breakdown of the way that the funding is impacted here, and I love that it's both urban and rural. That's extremely important. Danielle, so you started as an intern, and you've recently been hired full time. Can you just tell us a little bit about what Trip Ninja is and what it does, and your role there, and then maybe a little bit about how the internship has made your career?
Yeah, absolutely. So Trip Ninja is a business-to-business flight technology company. So we work with online travel agencies to make their flights perform better. So I came through Venture for Canada in my 4th year of university, and I was kind of just looking for a casual part-time job and ended up working for an awesome company and very quickly got a job offer. So in my current role, I manage everything to do with sales, as well as a bit of sales and marketing. And it's interesting going through the process from the other side as well. We recently hired on an additional 3 Venture for Canada interns, as well as one person who started the same day I did is now continuing on to a second internship.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, good. So we're building a workforce right here at Trip Ninja through these internships. That's wonderful.
Exactly.
Kevin, Vino, same question. You're at Cashflow. Can you just describe what Cashflow is and what the company does and your role there and how the internship has impacted things?
Yeah, so I'm a few weeks into my role. I'm a sales operations associate. And Cashflow, what they do is they kind of flip the script on like traditional budgeting and savings techniques, and we use like a technology approach and combine that with behavioral economics to help people save more and like really like increase their financial literacy and health over time. So we're really trying to help consumers tackle financial issues.
Fantastic. Valuable service.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a picture of what we mean when we say that Canadians have created over 1 million jobs in the last 3 years. Hundreds of them through the Venture for Canada program here in Atlantic Canada, and two living examples right here. Thank you all for this time, and thanks for being part of the program.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate it
thank
very
you
much.
for the
My pleasure.
opportunity.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.